it's Lauren with Beadbox Bargains, and today we're going to take a look at the new upcoming items that we're going to be listing starting today, Monday the 13th of October, through Friday the 17th. So we've got some really fun Czech glass up first. And I do apologize, this is my favorite time of year. I love it, but it doesn't always love me. My sinuses are a little angry with me today. But we're going to get through this. It's going to be awesome. So we've got some adorable little Czech glass dice back in stock. We have had these before and they sold out pretty quick. I just think those are so fun. Just little dice, and I love that they are diagonally drilled, so they are actual dice beads as well. They're dice-shaped dice beads, dice drilled. Yeah, it makes me happy. And they're cute. You got your little 1 through 6 pips on the side there. Then we have these really lovely new teardrops. Look at this metallic blue. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a metallic cerulean. It makes me happy. So you get 4 of those per bag. And we have them in this fun speckled, like green and blue as well. Super cute. Next up, we've got some of these daylily shaped flowers. First of all, we have a few left of the Black with Picasso. These were in the bundle over the weekend, so our value bundle. So we don't have a ton of them, just a few of the Jet and Picasso. And then I love this color. Oh my gosh. It's like this metallic pink-green mix over, probably looks like over a jet. But that is so cool. A polychrome color where it shifts from pink to green. Love those. Those are really neat. I really like the shape for earring drops too. It's just fun. We have some top drill teardrops in that gold topaz finish over a crystal base. Really pretty. And then we have some little rice beads. Ooh, turquoise with that topaz gold luster. Almost looks a little bit pinky bronze. Isn't that pretty? I love those. You get 10 per bag. Next up, we have more of these vintage yellow silk swirl beads. Those are gorgeous. Look at that yellow. That is stunning. I love, you've got that silk, which is almost a cat's eye glow. Some shifting colors in there, and especially coupled with that swirly shape. Those are really nice. I love those. We've got a couple leaves. Well, a leaf, I guess. The next one's green, but it's not a leaf. So these are cute. A little top drilled. You've got a wonderful, it looks like either a pale aqua or it could just be crystal. And it's got this great Picasso-y, super pale green-brown color going on there. They are top drilled front to back. They make really cute charms. Love those. We have some twisty ovals in this light olivine. And some larger twisty ovals in this opaque cherry red. So pretty. That's a very vivid color. Great for fall. And you got 10 pieces per bag there. We have some little red, white, and blue rondelles. Very patriotic. You get 10 pieces per bag there. And then some striated blue cushion shapes where you've got a little flat middle. These are not the table cut. This is just the pressed version. So for the table cut version, the little windows in the middle are ground down, but here they're just a reflective center. It's cute. I love that. The blue striations. And then we have some striated green coins. Those are so pretty. I love the white swirl in there. Such a nice green. It's good for fall. It's good for Christmas. It's a really pretty green. Love that. We have some darker yellow ovals here. So it's like a goldenrod and a crystal. Again, the striated patterns. Really cute. Next up, these are super interesting. Again, vintage Czech glass. And Oh, so cool. There's a fair amount of variation in the shape. You can see the top of this one's a little bit wavy. Just, again, vintage glass. It varies a little bit. We've pulled out the ones that are super, super varied, but you may find subtle variations in the shape still. So these have a really cool, almost Grecian pattern. Grecian, yeah, like those little square swirls. Scrolls. Super pretty, kind of an ancient vibe in that light green. Then we have these super pretty striated green rectangles. Look at these. They're lovely. They're kind of teal, little blue, little green, a little bit of crystal. Very cute. Ooh, then we have this half circle, which again has that polychrome finish. Got kind of a green to pink shift over a black base. This is a really fun shape for like a petal underneath the flower. Just kind of add some interesting like architectural. Ooh, and I love that shift to green. Just some fun, almost Art Deco, very strong shapes, vibes. Just like it. Okay, so these are cool. These are, again, vintage Czech, and so this is a rectangle tab pendant. It's this nice satiny gray silk, and there is a little bit of variation. Some of them are flat, some of them, like this one, are very slightly curved, and you may find the occasional, let's see, like little air bubble, just because it's hard to make a shape this big in pressed glass without having any minor imperfections, or like here's a little, this is actually smooth over top, so it's actually a pattern in the glass, but there's a little bit of a air bubble inside the glass there. But we've made sure that there's at least one side that doesn't have that kind of stuff going on. And again, they may be slightly curved, they may be completely flat. There's just a lot of cool variation. These are really neat, and I haven't seen this color in a very long time. It's like deep stormy gray. I love it. Again, they are new vintage stock, meaning they've sat around in the factory warehouse for a really long time. Super cool. And same for these. These are a really interesting shape. So it is a sort of a Baroque diamond in that it is a like curved, not like a strong angular shape, but you've got the table cut on each side, which is really interesting. It makes kind of a window, but you've got this cool tilt to it. It's really cool. It's a bit of a curved bicone with that flat edge, and we have it in the Alexandrite purple, and then the light rose, kind of a vintagey pink. Love those. Next up, we have some fire polished glass. So this is like a smoky topaz with a bright AB finish. Very nice faceting. You get 6 pieces per bag. That AB is really bright. I love it. All right, I'm filling up my mat, so I'm going to clean it up real fast. And we've got a little bit more Czech to take a look at, and then some clasps. Okay, up next we have these cool rectangle beads. I really like these. They're a slightly flattened rectangle. You can see they're thicker one way than the other, which just brings a little bit of texture. And these have an alabaster base, and then we've got some different coatings. These are the more white with a little bit of silver shimmer at the top and Picasso brown underneath that. They're kind of a cool ivory, brown, silvery look. I like those. And here we have the blue with the Picasso. It's a really pretty kind of robin's egg blue. Then we have the green. I love that. Really nice for fall with that brown. We have the yellow. This one has kind of a gold shimmer at the top. And then finally, pink. It's really pretty, again, with that brown Picasso. So we have those rectangles. We also have these really pretty filigree teardrops back in stock. Again, this one we put in our value bundle, so we've got a few left, not as many as the other colors though, and this is Jet with the Picasso over top, and then that pink wash, which really settles in and brings out all those details. Kind of a paisley type shape, which I love. Here's an alabaster base with a purple wash and then an AB coat on both sides. So when you see the AB2X, it means it's on both sides. And then here is the same thing, but with a blue wash. So you've got the AB coat on both sides and the white underneath. Really pretty. Again, I love how the wash really gathers in those channels around the edge and brings out the texture. Ooh, here's a cool one. So this is turquoise base with a purple wash and then Picasso underneath. Those are really neat. That purple is a vibe. I love it. Then we have these alabaster with the pink wash and that double AB finish. Super pretty and shiny. And then let's see. Ooh, so these are crystal, I think, with that pink wash. It's kind of hard to tell because the wash colors the beads so much. You can see it's even in the drill hole. There's a little bit gathered, which makes it look almost striped. But I think these are crystal with a red wash and then the pink wash over top. Very pretty. I will, of course, look at the manufacturer's notes and make sure the website's correct. Okay, now for some very pricey table cut beads. This pink opal is the absolute priciest glass color. We still, it's a really good deal on them. They're just not cheap. You get 2 pieces per bag. They have this beautiful bronze coat, and I love that kiwi oval that's table cut with that pressed starburst design in the center. These are just gorgeous. So they're sold per bag of 2. And then we also have these table cut round beads. So it's a kiwi round. You've got like a green and purple striation blend, which is really interesting. And then in the center, you have this, oh gosh, it's not Vitrail, but it's the one that's similar. I'll think of the name after I'm done filming. I'll be like, oh, that was it. But I'll get it on the website. But you have this really colorful metallic center there. And then it's the same finish around the edges too. But it looks like it might be mattified around the edges, which is actually really cool. Those are really neat, unique color blend there. All right. So that's all the Czech glass. I'm going to clean this up. We'll look at some metal pieces next. Okay, so first up over here, we've got these little square flower beads back in stock. You get 10 pieces per bag. They are detailed on both sides. You've got an adorable little flower and some nice hammered details around it. So those are cute. We also have this hammered style toggle clasp, which is really pretty. If I can just pick both pieces up, there we go. It's very nice. And I like how big the bar is in relation to the hole. That just means it's going to be super secure. It also means you probably want to finish it off with some kind of small beads. Whenever I'm using a clasp like this, I always put some little round spacer beads at the end just to make it really easy to pull through the hole in the toggle there. Just a little something to keep in mind when you're deciding. We also have some magnetic clasps in stock. Some copper finished magnetic clasps finally. These are just classic round. I love these for making 3-in-1 sets where I'll do a bracelet length piece and a double wrap bracelet length piece, and then another piece with a focal. And then you can use either the bracelet length piece mixed with the focal to make a choker length necklace and wear the wrap bracelet, or the wrap bracelet length you can add on and make a longer necklace and wear your single bracelet. It's just fun, and I love the magnetic clasps for that. All right, this is a fancy magnetic clasp. We've got a little butterfly here, and it does have little notches in the back, little studs there to help hold on, which is nice. So it goes together nicely, and that helps it resist the, you have to really pop it up. So it will resist horizontal pressure pretty well there. A little cute silver butterfly. That's what the back looks like. Then we have a gold butterfly clasp. This one's really fancy. I would put it in the front. It's a little cute butterfly pendant clasp. I really like that. That's cute. And it comes, let me show you how it comes. I took it apart so I could show you what it looks like assembled. But like many clasps, it comes with the pieces joined by a jump ring. So if you're like, why does it look like that in the bag? It's just, they just do that so they make sure they get the right magnet poles lined up and that you get the right two pieces. It's a very cute clasp though. I love that. And then we have some toggles. This is a restock. These heart toggles are great for like Valentine's Day, or it's a little bit early for that, but it's going to be here before we know it. You get 4 hammered style heart toggles. They match these spacers really well. I think they look super cute together. So got those back in stock, and they're a really nice quality toggle. They look super good. Okay, next up we have some resin findings with dried flowers in them. I love this. You've got a pink background and then some little white and pink and green floral patterns, and then a clear dome of resin over top with a gold finished edge there. So we have this round, and then we have these teardrops. We've got 2 here because they do vary quite a bit. We've got different patterns in here. They're very colorful. Again, sold individually, but I wanted to show you 2 just because they vary a lot. These all will vary quite a bit, in fact. And this is a really cute one. You've just got a little bit of a golden floral look in that teardrop. Super fun. Okay, I just went and grabbed you a couple more of these resin drops because I wanted to show you some more of the variation in them. Like you can see the exact color and placement of the flowers is going to vary a lot because they're real flowers and these are individually handcrafted pieces. And here's a couple more of these teardrops. You know, sometimes the flowers more towards the bottom or the top or the middle. So they're really pretty, handmade, and unique. But I just want to show you more so you kind of get a sense of the variation in the piece. And there'll be variation pictures in the listings too. All right. Ooh, these are fun. We haven't had these in stock for a minute. I like these. So these are little floral spacer bars. They've got 2 holes on the back. They're great for making a double strand bracelet or necklace. Just super duper cute, and you get 10 of them. They're very affordable as well. Next we have, these are fun, these bead frames. These are super fun. You can just put, and let's see, yeah, I think an 8mm bead will fit in there well. Sneak peek at a later item. Yeah, so these are about, I think about a 12mm or 10mm exterior, and an 8 to 9mm bead will fit nicely in the center there. So you get 10 of those. Just little gold bead frames. Then we've got some bookmark findings. These are really cute. The idea is you would put it towards the top of your book, and then you can have like a little charm that comes out if you want. So you get 4 per bag. They have this great floral pattern on both sides. We have antique bronze and antique silver. All right, next we have some rhinestone butterfly charms. So these are big bags. You get, I think it's 10 per bag. Yeah, there's a lot in here. We have them in gold or silver, and they're super sparkly. These were just such a good deal. These were a bulk buy, and we have, yeah, we got quite a few of them, which is why you get so many per bag. and they're so affordable, but they're so pretty. I like the cutout details. I like the sparkly wings and body. Just super fun. Okay, up next we have some glue-on bales. So if you have an undrilled stone, you would just glue this little leafy part to the back of it, like so. And then you'll have a nice little loop at the top to string with. These are stainless steel, and they're sold 2 pieces per bag. Just a nice little basic finding. Ooh, let me get a couple of these again. Yeah. All right, so here we have a 4-leaf clover, a real 4-leaf clover. Well, it's been dyed extra green, but it is pressed between 2 layers of glass. So these ones aren't resin, they're glass. There is still, as you can tell, some variation in the exact placement and size since it's a real 4-leaf clover. Just a little lucky charm. Super cute. They will be sold individually. Again, I just wanted to show you some extras. All right, one last link, and then I think it'll be time to clear this mat. This is a really cute little focal link. You've got branches and a little blossom in the middle. Looks like a little cherry blossom. Super cute little 3D flower. I just thought that was so sweet. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to pick this up, and we've got a couple more metal things to look at, and then some porcelain and some other fun things. Okay, up next we have these super cute 3D blossom charms. I really like those. And they are hollow. We have them in 2 different sizes. So you have a 6-piece pack of the larger ones. And then I think these would be so cute together. It looks like 10-piece pack of the smaller ones. These are so cute, and I love the detail that the antiquing brings out. Very pretty little blossoms. Love those. All right, next up we have some enameled charms. These are like little playing card charms. You have all 4 suits, diamond, club, heart, spade. And those are cute. You get 4 pieces per bag. My siblings and I grew up playing pinochle. That's like, it's a for serious thing in our family. Like you play as an apprentice with someone until, you know, you're old enough to be trusted to play by yourself. We play 4-handed, and it's a whole thing. We love it though. That's what those make me think of. All right, so these are cord tips. They're going to be great for a leather cord or really any kind of little cord. I usually use them with leather, but and you just fold over those little sides into whatever cord you're trying to hold in place, and you can secure it with a dot of glue first if you want. So you've got some little, they punch these little holes through because it creates little grippy bits inside. That's a very technical jewelry industry term there, grippy bits. But they punch the holes from the back coming through forward so that, you just get the little bit of material sticking up, which just helps hold that cord in place. Those are very useful, and we have some smaller ones too. So these I would use for about a 2mm cord, and these are more like for a 1mm cord. I believe these are stainless steel. But yeah, these are the same thing, just a fold over cord tip there. All right, we got some more charms here. Let's see. These are cute little fairies. They are flat on the back. That's a little fairy sitting on a crescent moon. And it looks like you get 10 per bag. There's quite a few in there. So very sweet. Next, we have a bunch of chandelier findings, which I'm excited about. These are cute chandelier links. You get 6 pieces per bag. They're flat on the back. Just a nice little 1 to 3 loop floral fan. They're great for making multi-strand necklaces or chandelier earrings. And then here are some lovely classic swirly ovals, or teardrops rather, not ovals. And we have those in bronze and silver. Again, 10 pieces per bag. Those are great. You get a lot of them. All right, next up we have these floral links. These are cool. Let's see, you get 4 pieces per bag with these, and you've got a loop on both sides. That's what they look like on the back. They are one-sided. They're just kind of a pretty floral wreath. And you could use it as a pendant and put a little dangly thing on the bottom too if you wanted. And here are some little cute double flower links. I really like the texture on these. That's what they look like on the back. Looks like 10 pieces per bag here. Yep. 7, 8, 9, 10. Very pretty. I like those flowers. Those are cool. Ooh, these are pretty. So many pretty links. I'm excited. Look at these. Oh, those are so cute. So you get 10 of these per bag as well. Little double flower and leaf links. That's what the back looks like. Those are so cute. I love them. Get 10 pieces per bag. Such a sweet design. And next up, again, 10 pieces per bag, we have these floral teardrop links. These are really cool. They have a very Asian feel to them. Just that twist in the stems. That's really cool. Little viney. 51, 53 there. All right. These are neat. Oh, these are big. I like these. You get 6 pieces per bag. And this is a 1 to 5 loop butterfly chandelier. So you make some really impressive earrings with these. It would make a great charm for a necklace too. Really cool. Love all the detail on these. That's what they look like on the back. They're very sturdy too. They have a good heft to them. Those are super nice. All right. Then we have one more butterfly link. This one's much smaller. This is a 1 to 2 loop style. I think those are so cute though. They would make adorable earrings. Little butterflies, 1 to 2 loop links. You get 10 pieces of those per bag, and they do have detail on both sides. All right, we've got some more bead frames, this time silver instead of gold. Very nice, same size it looks like. 10 pieces per bag, and these are drilled through the top and the bottom, so you thread your string through, thread a bead on, and then thread it back through this hole, and that way you have a little bead sitting inside the frame. It looks very cute. It's a nice way to accent beads in your design. And then we have these adorable little ginkgo leaves. I love these. They have a nice loop size at the top. They have detail on both sides. They're just so fun. 6 pieces per bag. Cute little ginkgo leaves. All right. Next we have a 2-piece bag of these super cool teardrops. I love that with they're just flat on the back there. With the like raised floral center there. And then lots of just little circle designs around the outside. Those make beautiful earrings. Super fancy. And then we have these little fairies. These are so cute. We have them in gold and silver. Just little fairies with wings. I think they're adorable. These are so sweet. There's 4 pieces per bag. Those are the gold, obviously. Here's what the silver looks like. Aren't they sweet? I like those. Very fun. I like little rhinestones as well. All right. Let's take a look at some porcelain beads next. Okay, next up we have this adorable porcelain cat bead. I think it's just absolutely so cute. It's a little curved cat, looks like he's jumping. Got this little happy face. He's got stripes. He's got little toe beans. Well, little claws anyway. Little whiskers, little ears. So cute. Center drilled, top to bottom. How cute is that? He reminds me of our little ginger tabby sunspot, my daughter's best friend in the whole world. All right, next up we have these lovely floral porcelain beads. So they have these great floral decals on them. So pretty. They are handmade, so the exact size and shape might vary just a tiny bit. So that's our purple. Ooh, look at the teal. That's so pretty. I love that teal. Those are gorgeous, little purple and green accents on there as well. And then we have two different blue styles. Here's the one that's all blue. This feels very vintage to me, and I love it. I'm pretty sure we had some glassware with this exact pattern on it growing up. And then we have pink and blue that have the green leaves and little purple flowers too. Those are so pretty. Look at those. Love that. So that's the pink. And then here's that other blue style. So cute. Love those. That dark blue is really pretty with the purple and the green. Okay. Next up, we've got a couple more pendants. First up, here is a white shell background. So it's a freshwater shell with this wonderful sun design. Love that. I think we have had this one in stock before. Same for this one. And then this is an assembled, it's made to look like abalone, but I think it's actually a printed glass. It's very pretty though. And then we have this butterfly pendant. Look at that. Isn't that so fancy? You've got those great enamel accents. It's got this super pretty bail at the top too. And then those little imitation pearl drops, which are super cute. I love this pendant. It's got orange and blue enamel. So fun. Just something a little different, which I love. Okay. Next we have some dyed bamboo coral cylinders here. Really pretty. So bamboo coral is dyed in order to imitate the endangered forms of red coral that we do not harvest because we want them to stay in the sea. Again, with coral, I prefer to buy it on overstock, or close out. Basically, it was made for somebody else and they didn't want it because maybe the size wasn't exactly what they expected, or 100 of strands out of 300 were slightly different dye lot. And that's when I like to pick it up. And look, it's already been made. We're not gonna have them throw it out, So I don't sell coral an awful lot, but if I can find it in a situation like that, it feels more ethical. All right. I love these pyramid beads. Like they've got this little pyramid design on each side of the cube. They are so bold and geometric and sparkly. And we have them back in a wide variety of colors. We have that gold and silver. So pretty. Antique copper. And antique bronze. They're just great and angular and fun. And we have a couple more clasps here. Magnetic clasps again. I like the pattern on this one. It's got a fun little cut design there. And these are pretty strong too. They're kind of hard to get open. At least, you know, without something attached to them to pull on. I'm impressed with those magnets. Those are good and strong. All right. And then we have, I believe this one's stainless steel, slightly larger size. That's a good magnet too. And I like how it's got a slight channel in there and a slight ring there to, again, help it resist the horizontal movement. You really have to like pull it up and apart. That's a strong magnet too. Those are nice. Really happy with those. All right. We've got gem strands to look at next. All right. Let's see what kind of gemstone beads we have coming in this week. We have more of these gorgeous 8mm satin spar selenite round beads. So these have been dyed. It is white in its natural form. And you've got some great, almost cat's eye glow in some of these beads. Love it. This is a gorgeous aqua. Super duper pretty. Looks like a very light teal. A nice mix of blue and green. And the play of light in these beads is just so stunning. Those are great. Okay, next up we have the purple. Ooh, that's a really pretty, like a lavender purple there. Again, some beautiful play of light there. That's why satin spar selenite is so gorgeous. All right, so next, these are supposed to be phosphosiderite. There's not a lot of variation, which tells me I'm going to have to check these extra carefully because either they're of very good quality, which I'll have to check the pricing and grading and see if that reflects it, or they're an imitation. When I don't see as much variation as I expect, that always raises flags for me. It means I'm going to do a crush test on one of these. I'm going to open it up, see what they look like inside, make sure they're not something else that's been dyed, and run some other tests, make sure I'm confident that they're the real thing. They're gorgeous, and they are the right color purple. So, again, they're either very high quality or an imitation, and I will have to do some testing to figure out which it is and look at pricing and other clues as well. They're gorgeous, though. Obsessed with that purple color. That is stunning. All right. Next, we have some rose quartz English cut. These are really pretty, about 8.5mm. Classic. We've got some really pretty pinks coming up. Pinks and purples here. Okay, look at these. These are rhodonite. I love this shape. This stunning faceted, like rectangle nugget, like polygon nugget. Got gorgeous natural striations and patterns in these stones. Look at that. Beautiful rhodonite. You've got pink, you've got white, you've got black and brown tones. Just a really beautiful strand. And then we have the same strand, same shape anyway, in Peruvian pink opal as well. So this is really gorgeous. Again, lots of pinks and whites and browns, but you'll notice the patterning is different. It's more of like a peachy, opaque pink. And you get those mossy dendritic inclusions that you see in opal. This is a beautiful strand of pink opal. I love that. And I'll put it right next to the rhodonite so you can see the difference. And we have some pink opal nuggets or pebbles as well. These are super cute. Look at these little tumbled pebbles. You can see, again, we have those mossy opal inclusions. This is a little bit of a lighter, more like white peachy strand than the nuggets, but they are both absolutely gorgeous. All right. And next we have more of the satin spar selenite. So we've got this great like alexandrite color. It's kind of a really pale purple blue. Love that. Now it's not going to do the thing that alexandrite crystal does where it shifts color based on the lighting source. That one's, since it's not actually a alexandrite, that's just the color name. But I want to always be clear on those things. More, this beautiful creamy orange satin spar selenite. I love that. That is so pretty. It's like a peachy orange. Great for fall. We also have a dark green here. Really nice. And a light green. I'm running out of space, so I'm going to kind of squish these together. There we go. A light green too, like a peridot green. Look at that. And then finally, here is like a rose color. So it's kind of like a very purpley pink. Love it. All right, I'm going to clear this out. We've got a couple more gem strands and then a few more fun things too. Okay, next up we have some lovely faceted rectangle beads. So these are a pink rhodonite, really gorgeous tawny like raspberry colors with a little bit of brown also. Super pretty. I love the faceted rectangle cut there. This is about a 7-inch strand. Ooh, and then we have these pretty black beads. These look like black agate. Or black, yeah, I'm going to say black agate, not onyx. Just because the banding isn't all straight up and down. The difference between agate and onyx is going to have just straight banding, which most of this is kind of straight, but agate can have more of like the whorls and other shaped banding as well. They are, they're virtually identical. They're both chalcedony with bands in it. It's just a matter of which direction the bands go. All right, next up, I love this pendant. This is our little deer pendant. I love the enamel accents and then the cubic zirconia pave set for his head, and the way the antler extends past the frame is just so cute. This one always goes fast. I love it. Next we have these really pretty enameled butterfly wings. So that actually might be a resin. I'm trying to see, is it see-through? Not super see-through. It's either resin or enamel. I'll have to take a look at the manufacturing notes, but it's really pretty. You can see this one has a little air bubble in it. I might pull that one, but really fun, colorful wings. They make me think of fairy wings. I think they'd be gorgeous earrings. You get 2 per bag. All right. Love those. Okay, next up, we have a few more links here. I like these little scrolled links. You just got a little double scroll. Looks almost like a heart. And they are detailed on both sides, which I love. You got 10 pieces per bag. We have them in antique silver and antique bronze. You like that shape a lot. Very antique and fun. Okay, next up, these are super fun. Look at these little tiny potted plants. Are they not the cutest things? Little succulents there. Little enameled charms. You get 4 pieces per bag. These have a white pot and a little bitty succulent at the top with varying shades of green enamel. And then we have these plants in a brown pot with little green grassy like leaves. I just think those are very cute. Will make adorable earrings, charms. Just way too fun. All right, so up next we have a little giraffe. Look at this little gold-plated brass giraffe set with cubic zirconia. It's got about 2 little eyes, a little 3D sculpted head, and then all these different colors of cubic zirconia pave set for his little spots. It's absolutely adorable. I love that. And then next up, we have this stunning sun pendant that's set with a man-made imitation opal. So got this beautiful blue multicolor center. These are not cheap to produce, even though they are a synthetic material. So really, really pretty. And you've got a little bail attached there at the top. Super sparkly and fun. All right. I'm going to clear this up, and we've got some seed beads to finish up with. All right, I'm really excited. We got a wonderful lot of closeout seed beads from the Czech Republic. So these are Preciosa Ornella brand seed beads. Really nice quality, beautiful, beautiful beads. And I think they're largely in 10-gram bags. So we've got some size 6s. We have these 2 bags of twin beads, the little tiny 2-hole seed beads, which are really fun. We've got this like a light blue, and then capri blue type there, and then this neon frosted pink. There's so many per bag, these little tiny 2-hole twin beads. Love those. I've got a bunch of size 6 seed beads here, these opaque gray. These are gorgeous, this like bronze rainbow finish. I love that. Really pretty for fall. And then we have some opaque, like a sea green. It's beautiful. And a lime green. And a beautiful yellow. We don't always carry seed beads because I'm pretty picky about them. I don't love always the quantity of just like the cheap ones you got like from China. I like the name brand ones, and name brand ones are hard to find on closeout. So I think these came from that vintage Czech factory lot, but they are all name brand, Preciosa Ornella, really nice seed beads, and I hope I'm saying that right. These are size 10. We've got a bunch of colors. I love this like gray rainbow luster. Super pretty. You've got this opaque cornflower blue, opaque gray. I like my seed beads to be fairly regular. I love the way the Czech Republic does seed beads. I think they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, this blue is stunning. And then we have this turquoise. Super pretty, just a touch darker than the blue turquoise. This one's really fun. This is the Picasso, turquoise Picasso. Those are stunning, just like classic Czech glass there. We have this stunning sage green. Look at that. So pretty. We have a lime green. And then we have this beautiful, like, earthy peachy color. And then a lovely neutral brown, like a pale brown. So lots of beautiful seed beads. The last thing that we're going to have this week is these little tiny, these look even smaller than 3mm, like almost 2.5mm maybe, Druk beads. These Czech round beads in this green with a gold shimmer. Super pretty. All right, so that is everything that we're going to be listing this week, except for this Friday. Hopefully, we are planning to have our box extras and October companion bundle go live. So keep an eye out Friday around 3 p.m. Central Time for those. Maybe 2 p.m. I will announce that on Wednesday. We'll see how early I think I can get done with them. I hope we're feeling optimistic. So busy week ahead. Again, this is a sneak peek. The items that you see in this video is everything we're going to be working on listing this week. So it won't all be up today. We'll get through about 20 to 30 items a day generally. So we'll start listing them today. Everything in this video should be on the website, hopefully by end of day Thursday, so that then Friday we can do our box extras. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful fall weather. I hope that it's a little bit fall where you are. We're just starting to feel it here in Tennessee, and it's making me very, very happy. So again, I always love to know what you're excited about, what you would like to see us carry. I always read all the comments, and I can never make any promises, but it does really help me out every week as I work with factories all over the world, just to see what we can find at a good price. So thanks for taking the time to share what you're looking for. Hope you have a great rest of your day and a beautiful week ahead. As always, happy beading.